And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Back on FTL, something we all know and love. Unfortunately, our first run through ended sourly. The SS Cropper was destroyed, all the crew members dead. But let's not dwell on that sad feeling. Let's start again on a new playthrough with Season 2 of Fast and Light Advanced Edition. Now, I've taken some time to consider our options in terms of which vessel we shall be in charge of. I think we're going to go for this, the lovely Zoltan vessel, but it's not going to be called the Adjudicator. Oh no. No. It's going to be called the HMS Swamp. I'll give you a few seconds to guess who our central characters will be. To give you a hint, the colour of the Zoltans will give you a clue. First and foremost, Shrek, the #1 ogre in all Swampland. He was watching YouTube on his iPad and he saw Cyber Shrek take place and he said, "Oh no. That's for me to do, not a Cyber Shrek from the future." We're going to choose your skin colour here. I really like the bright, vibrant green one. I think we're going to go for that because, hey, he's the captain, why not? The second one is not going to be a band. It's in fact going to be his lovely wife, Fiona. I quite like that colour. I think we're going to actually keep that colour. And then Williams is going to be replaced by an ogre at first glance you probably wouldn't think of, but you'll all know him as President Nixon. And he's the darkest of the lot. He's in the weapons. We're on easy because I'm shit, and if you watch Season 1, you'll know exactly that. Advanced Edition content is enabled, despite the fact that the new systems seem to be absolutely horrifying. Here we go. For those of you who are watching for the first time on Season 2, let's do the exposition. The data you carry is vital for the remaining Federation fleet. You will need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Now that's actually relatively important because, again, if you watched the finale episodes of Season 1, so Episode 3 and 4, you'll notice that we took a lot of damage and I was rushing to try and find safety. And because of that, we missed out on a lot of opportunities in terms of events and a lot of potential scrap to upgrade. And so, when we actually got into the relatively final zones, we were absolutely obliterated because we were underpowered. Also, a contributing factor was the fact that I did an awful job in terms of controlling the weapons. Denzel wasn't the best weapons master, shall we say. So this time Nixon will be in charge of that. Let's just hope he doesn't screw anything up like his presidential career. Let's go. Got a distress beacon, so I'll head here first. Because we have the Zoltan shield, we should be alright. This is the bonus you get for starting with the Zoltans. We don't need the medbay. We could have the halberd beam, but more importantly is the Leto bomb right now, purely because we need to take down that shield. That might hit us, and probably will. Oh, it's an iron weapon, so they are completely defenseless. That does hit. Power this up. This halberd beam is a powerful weapon. Hopefully we'll get to use it in all its glory here. Oh, solar flare, I hate fires. And that actually went through. That's not good. Let's try and hit as many rooms as possible. I want that drone dead. That should be alright for now. We do have fires, which is a problem. Good. Close the doors. And let's jump to the distress signal. As soon as you arrive at the distress signal, shots are fired towards your ship or trap. It's a pirate rigger. Oh dear. Again. We power up the Leto. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to power up the harbour beam. Unless we take down oxygen, which a smarter man than me would probably do, but I'm not very good at this game, so I'll probably screw it up. Well, actually, we better pause here. Does that hit? Good. Power down. I'm going to try and be efficient with micromanagement here. It's going to end terribly. Unfortunately, the harbour beam does take a little bit of time to load up. Oh shit. Right, hold on. Let's just ignore it. Let's take out the oxygen. Not enough system power. Fuck. Right, we actually are going to rely on the Leto missile here, I think, to get us through this scenario. Come on, harbour beam, charge quicker. A weapon pre-igniter would actually be huge, which will allow us to have our weapons on the ready, I'm fairly sure, as we engage. Yeah. The harbour beam, I'm fairly sure, won't penetrate, so we're going to have to use our Leto missiles, which is not good. We could also flee, but I think at this stage, we want the scrap. And that's fairly important. We'll aim again at the shields. Apparently I should accept these offers because they're better than we would get otherwise. But I'm going to ignore that advice. I better actually power up our option again. I'm going to charge us up. Hopefully with that... Oh no, I was about to say hopefully with the shield on red it would have given us enough time to charge at the halberd beam, but it seems that is not the case. No. Okay. We could just jump and survive, and that's probably the better thing to do instead of waste all our missiles. But I say why not, eh? Get rid of that drone. Anti-combat drone. I mean, as long as we're hitting with each missile, I'm not too concerned. Bye-bye, pirate rigger. 24 scrap. So the first thing we need to do, I think you'll all agree with me, is be able to invest in the halberd beam. We're actually going to switch this round so the Leto always charges first. That is something I should have done previously. Here we go. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease had oh no. I've stopped there mid-sentence because I've experienced this before to metagame a little. And I think Shrek, Fiona and Nixon are going to suffer if they go in there. I mean, however though, we got to look at it. We've got to look at it from a roleplay perspective, and that is the ogres. They do like to get around in mud and dirty situations. You know, they do live in a swamp after all. So part of me wants to send in a crew to help control the crowds, but part of me thinks they're going to die. Well, come on, let's live life on the edge. Your crew tries to keep the crowds in line, but the scene quickly turns ugly. Oh no, half crazed with fear. Oh no. Oh no. The infected grabs manning tools and push back at your crew, forcing them to retreat hastily. They barely get away without injury, but the same can't be said for the colony's leaders. You leave quickly. So unfortunately, we couldn't prevent what seems to be a massacre, but it's alright. We're an ion field here. We're gonna attack it. That's fine. We're not going to fire the missile straight away. Oh, and that missile missed, which gives us an advantage. What is this? Is this the the AI at the hacking room or something. Right. So that goes to the shield. Okay. $24. Ah. The station is a storage site for various resources. You salvage everything possible. That's good. We're gonna go backwards a little bit here. Trade. That's fuel for 2 missiles. I'm actually going to ignore that because... No, we're going to play it safe and go here. We'll slow the rebels down. For those of you who don't know, going through the nebula slows the rebel fleet down. You jump into the middle of a plasma storm, oh dear. Bullets and incapacitated ships, living the shadow briefly, oh dear. Oh, we got to. Oh, we got 4 damage to the hull, but we do get some stuff. So, I guess it was somewhat worth it. Do we want to upgrade anything? The engines are probably a big... We can't power them. Well, for 10 we get a free engine. Oh no, what I mean by that is, as you'll see with the power bar, we get that bonus dodge for a little less of the cost because we have a Zoltan in there. Let's go. The shield upgrade is probably not as vital as it normally would be because with the Zoltan shield, although it's probably worth still putting points into it, I'm fairly sure. We also need a weapon to pierce through the shields. That isn't the halberd beam. Let's try and get as many rooms as possible here. Oh no. Well, that's fine. Dead anyway. So we do quick work of people like that. Okay. The halberd beam's done. We will pause. And then got 4 rooms there. We have no more missiles, which would be a problem. We'll go to the distress first. Let's go. We can do this. It's alright. I have faith in ourselves. We actually only do have 1 missile though, so if this misses, we are in trouble. Luckily it seems the Zoltan shield also absorbs. Be a way to do this. If I'm steady. Oh no. There we go. That's nice. We'll take that. Ow, you just hit her too. I accepted that purely because we need the missiles. The SS Swamp is doing reasonably well so far, although I sense we're going to run into some rebels. There's only... okay. Oh, that's nice. They're missiles though. Unfortunately, again, it's just missiles, which isn't what we really want. I'm fairly sure this is a good one. I want to invest in this because I'm worried about the missiles. But then again, this laser is the heavy laser any good? 2 damage, required power 9 seconds. I'm kind of, because I'm worried, I'm concerned. I'll invest in it now. You know, I'll invest in it. We can't afford it quite yet. It will be on standby until then. I don't think we're going to make that distress signal without being absolutely wrecked. You arrive at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Your sensors have picked up a refugee. We're going to hail them. No, we're going to keep the missiles. Right, on to the next sector. No, we're not living life dangerously. The Mantis-controlled sector, or an uncharted nebula. This one seems promising. Anyway, we'll find out which sector Shrek and the SS Swamp chooses in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in for Season 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye.